Morning everybody, today is Wednesday. I did a video yesterday about loading, but something was going on with my computer. I think it was downloading an update or something, but it was super slow and rendering the movie, you know, like saving the file after I did everything. It took like 2 hours. You know, but that time it was already dark. I wanted to sleep, so I didn't upload it. So it's sitting on my computer. So today, Wednesday, you will see 2 movies. One from loading with some issues we had there, and then this one. So this town is called Beatty, and to my right there's a wooden shack. You will see now as I start driving. It says Beatty Chamber of Commerce. I never in my life saw a chamber of commerce made out of timber, and it has some 20-foot containers behind it, but it's nice. Lots of parking here. I came in from there. That's 93 US 93, where that Hay guy is going, and there's a little street in there, so you just drive in that street and you turn in here, you just pull in. Perfect. I'm always super happy when I can just pull in. And I was getting low on DEF, so I had to buy those box DEF. I think it was like 15 bucks or 10 bucks or something like that, but I bought 2. Oh, you see, yeah, you see like that guy? So he turns left, and now he'll go in here. Now before he blocks me, I need to go here because this guy is in my way. Okay, where's that Hay guy? Oh, he's going there. Okay, this guy's in my way because there's a sign here and I have to go this way, and it would be difficult. So I thought, okay, I'll go around, turn left and come back on the other side, but then I see, wait a second, we have this beautiful Chamber of Commerce driveway over here, right? But look at it, that's the Chamber of Commerce. Gateway to Death Valley, man. Yeah, I see, beautiful. We can go like this without injuring any civilians. Oh, actually, it is a 4-lane highway, so probably I would have enough room here.
Continue on US 95 North for 149 kilometers.
There's a tall curb in there. I wanted to make sure that my wheels were going through the opening, like flat opening, not the. And they have some secure installations over here. Oh, Department of Transportation. So these guys are. These guys are taking care of the roads. And here we have a RV park. Oh, and some guys kept showing up at the truck stop in some super dirty boots, and they had this kind of like yellow post office. Oh wow, we have a post office here. United States Post Office, Beatty, Nevada 89003. And we have Motel 6, looks like brand new. We have Subway, ice cream, Death Valley Nut Company. Oh, check this out. There's a much bigger parking in here. Oh, because there's a casino. Oh, look at this. This is a definitely better part of town or village. There's Denny's in here. I should have. Oh, you can stop here, man. And that's the thing, you know, in Nevada and Texas. No, in Texas, maybe in Arizona, you have lots of parking like this, you know. Like actually the goal for today is to reach Wales, Nevada, and next gas 94 miles. I think we're good. So Wales, Nevada is on US 93. So basically I'm going in a loop like this. I explained in the previous video, like they're sending me on a detour. So Tanapo 93 miles, that's my next stop, because there's nothing after that, and there's a Texaco truck stop in there according to Trucker Path. And I just wanted to show you this sunrise and mountains, and at least now it's plus 12, because yesterday as I was driving I had to be careful with the cooling, because the truck kept the fan kept going on, because of course, you know, it was like plus 30 Celsius. I had to use the AC. It was too hot inside, especially since my truck is black. That was a wise business decision, you know, get a black truck. If I ever buy a next truck, it'll be white. I'm telling you, it's too hot in the summer. Like you are with a white truck, you don't have to start your AC till probably like 23, 24 outside. Whereas with black truck, that's what I find. I have to start the AC a couple of degrees sooner, because I look at the outside temperature. For example, now we're at 11 degrees Celsius. I don't need air conditioning. I'm just gonna start the regular fan. Oh, and the sun is coming up. It's already 10 o'clock in the east. In Ontario it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Over here it's only 7. And it does feel like that, you know. Alright, so those guys kept showing up in the super dirty boots, and they all were wearing very expensive safety boots. I can tell. I know, you know, I buy safety boots myself, but these were like top of the line boots. You know, like steel, and I think they had steel outside as well, like massive. I like those boots, but they're all covered in this yellow mud. Check this out. This guy landed the plane in the wrong spot, and it's a brothel. It says brothel. Oh yeah, I think over here they're illegal. Like prostitution houses, illegal. I think so, yeah. And so I looked, and they were all of these guys, like young guys, probably under 40 all. And they come in the morning as I'm buying coffee, and they buy a 24 pack of beer at 6:30 in the morning. And they're all wearing the same shirts, you know, like safety shirts with long sleeves. And I look on the back, it's the name of a drilling company. It says something drilling. So these guys are drilling somewhere here. And they all have the same mud on their boots, so you can tell. So they're working in the same spot. I see something interesting, I'm gonna stop, take some pictures. Yesterday I passed a dune. There was a sign says big dune, and I'm like, what big dune? So I looked over there, and like probably 3 clicks away there's a beautiful sand hill. You know, like you see these ones, they're all brownish color, right? And that dune was like steel gray, like metal gray, because the sun was yeah, the sun was already still high in the sky. It was like a difference in color, you know, you can see right away, like it was super smooth, like amazing. And then I think there was another sign, yeah, I think there's 2 of them, again on US 95. So it's an interesting highway. I recommend it for a vacation in a car or RV. And so if you start from Las Vegas, that should be your first stop. Beatty, Nevada. Nice spot. I like that little truck stop. They open 24/7. And then of course there's a bunch of motels on the other side of town at the exit, and you can get you can have a dinner at Denny's, and it's about 2 hours away from Las Vegas. Wow, I still cannot shift into 8 high. Gear 18. And some guys almost had a fight at the gas station. I was pouring DEF from those boxes into my tank, and I hear somebody shouting, "Move your ass!" I look, come on, you know. I look towards the gas station, and there's a small car parked at the pump, you know, like last pump, as if when you're leaving, because there's 2 pumps on each side, right? And behind him is the RV, like a big RV, but it's so long it cannot use the second pump, right? Because there's not enough room between the pumps. So his gas tank was probably far back, right? So he needed that pump in the front where the car guy or girl was sitting. And I think I saw that guy was like a very old guy. He was buying some drinks when I was buying DEF, and so he kept sitting after he bought everything and he bought gas. He kept sitting there, and so this guy finally lost patience. He started shouting at him, and then he even went over. But I don't think they had to fight, but he was like really angry. When he was walking back towards his RV, he's like, man, you know, he was shouting. And then finally that guy left, so this guy pulled up to his place. So no patience. Some people have no patience, but other people are not considerate, right? Like, I see this day in, day out at truck stops, right? Somebody goes through the pump like a semi-truck, doesn't even buy fuel, stops on the other side as if he just fueled, and he goes inside, he goes to the washroom, he starts shopping, you know, sometimes they even take a shower. So he's gone like 30 minutes, and then let's say I pull up behind him, I get fuel, and I have an oversized load, and I have a stinger, so I cannot back, especially when it's already at an angle, right? I cannot block the stinger. It has to be in a straight position. So I don't want to back. I don't want to go through that rigmarole of dropping those block arms, you know. And then you go inside and you ask them to make an announcement, and so they call on the PA, you know, driver from All jerks trucking, please return to your vehicle and move your vehicle away from the pumps. But yeah, some places a guy would start washing the truck, you know, and he's like taking his time. He just taking out his mats, floor mats out of the truck, and just like they have a hose with water, he sprays the mats, then he washes the truck, and people behind him are going nuts. What? I'm washing the truck. I'm like, man, go to the truck wash, right? But the good news is that after these hills, you know, when you go up like this for like 10 miles, then there's a very long downgrade. That's what I learned about this terrain. You see, I'm still in 8 low. Probably now I'll have to switch to 7. No, it's still pulling, but my RPM is 1170. Yeah, you see another unauthorized parking, so you can, no signs, right? So you can stop here for sure, but like what's the benefit? No washrooms, no restaurants. All right, this guy finally lost it. He was behind me for a long time. And if you want to know what's wrong with America or Canada, people don't know how to pass. You know? Like, it always surprises me, like there's a 2-lane road and everybody is so used to freeways, right? 4 lanes, 5 lanes, 6 lanes. They're very uncomfortable on 2-lane roads. And yesterday, like even a truck, I saw a guy in a truck behind me for maybe like 20 miles. You know, there's huge gaps between oncoming traffic. If this was me and I was in a rush and I had to drive in like that guy, I would have passed the slow moving heavy haul vehicle 20 times, right? But even cars, right? Cars, they would stick behind you and they're hypnotized by my flashing lights. I'm telling you, like, there's flashing lights in the back, right? These guys are just, you know, it's like alien ship, you know, when an alien ship in the movies throws that super strong shaft of light and everybody's like, oh my god, they cannot move, right? Like you have a car, right? Even if you have like a 4-cylinder, 3-cylinder engine, one push to the floor on the accelerator, you're doing 120 kilometers an hour, 75 miles an hour, right? So use it. Like here, right? You can pass. Well, nobody behind me, okay. Alright, back to 8 low. But yeah, people will sit behind you for half an hour, and then when they lose patience, they do some risky maneuvers where there's a car coming in. I wouldn't pass in that situation. This guy just, he doesn't care at that point because he's ready to shoot me probably. That's what I mean. People don't know how to pass on a 2-lane road. Well, lucky for me, I don't pass, right? When I'm on a 2-lane road in a semi-truck, like I'm always so slow, people pass me, so I don't have that problem. But if I was here in my Charger 5.7 Daytona Edition, man, I wouldn't be stuck behind any truck, you can trust me. See, like that guy, that's the way, that's how you do it. You don't hesitate, except it's a good idea to signal once in a while, at least one way, you know, like show left signal and then right. But if you don't want to do twice, okay, show left signal, or you know what's known in Florida as eternal left or eternal right, where those old people, they when they leave the driveway from the house, they put on the clinker the left signal, and they keep going like that for 20 miles till they reach the grocery store where they're turning left. So they still need that left turn signal, right? So they just keep it on for 20 miles. So that's what's known as eternal left in Florida, or eternal right. Man, these hills over here, they're so long. It's probably like, I don't know, 8 miles, 10 miles. I got passed by a Pilot Flying J tanker with two tankers, and then one flatbed, and I think there was another truck, because yeah, I cannot. I'm too heavy. Lucky for me, it's only 12 plus 12C, which is just over, what is it, like 53, 54F. So, which is good for the truck, and I don't think there's any wind. But yeah, like I'm looking back in the mirror, like all the way down, you can see like from the side here, how the land goes up like this, ground goes up like here, you know? Sometimes it's hard to see on when you just look at the highway, but if you look at the side, I can see it's humongous hill. See, now I have to go to 7 low, but it's all good. I'm 57 clicks from Texaco truck stop, my first stop, and I've been listening to some stand-up comedy on my XM radio. Very cool. Some of these guys are just hilarious, you know. I was listening to this Gabriel Fluffy comedian. He's really good. Well, man, I just passed a sign that said chain installation area, and this is a really steep. I am at 6 low now. Now 5 high, and I'm still losing RPM. I think. No, 1430. But man, so this is kind of like the culmination point, climax, like that. I don't know, 20 miles hill. I couldn't get into 8 high. And like you would think, right? These are not really even mountains. Like, look at this. It's just hills, but it's a rolling hill, so long and so steep. Temperature already starts climbing, plus 14 Celsius. And I'm wary of using the entire boost. I know my maximum boost is about 30, so I don't like it when I'm driving and it's 30 for, you know, like 30 minutes. That's not good. All right, 5 low, man. Wow, I don't think I can even maintain 5 low. Amazon Prime. So guys, if you're waiting for a package from Amazon, you gotta be patient. All right. I mean 4 high, sorry. No, not gonna work, alright. 4 low. Man. Alright, I think we're 4 low, we're good. Wow, 1600 RPM, what's going on? Yeah, that's too much, but at least now my boost went down to 23. I'll stay here. RPM. Now this would be a good picture, except yeah, you cannot see the road. You know, if this was like a straight shot over those 20 miles, it would be cool to take a picture. Yeah, I have my camera in the back sleeper there. I'm driving and I always look for an opportunity to take a shot. Okay, 4 high. Are we good? RPM is climbing. Can we try 5 low? Wow. It works. We're at the top of the hill. Alright, what's the name of this summit? Goldfield Summit, elevation 6097. Ah, that's why I couldn't get into 8 high. The good news is that we are 45 clicks away from my truck stop. And I passed a sign that said Death Valley, so I'm going north. So Death Valley Park was to my left, but the road was forking off from this 95, and there was a yellow sign that said road ahead, road is closed 25 miles ahead. And here we are 45 miles an hour for some reason. And I think I saw some red color. Yeah, it's probably there's some kind of a small town in here. Oh yeah. If the summit was called Goldfield, maybe it's the town is called Goldfield. Here's your typical desert town. So we have a mine over there, I can see from here. It's 35, man. Yeah, there's a huge mine, like open mine. And if you follow me on Google Maps, check this out. I was right. It's called Goldfield. On the right, the sign says Goldfield, elevation 5690, Goldfield. Now the speed limit is 25 miles per hour. Looks like it's a very poor town because most houses are, I see a lot of temporary housing. Everything is falling apart. Lots of trailers. turn 20 miles per hour. So what is that? 16 times 2, 32 kilometers an hour. Well, that's some kind of a rich guy over here with a real house. Oh, there's a bunch of them here. So all the rich people live in the downtown. What is that? Wow. Diner called the Dinky Diner. Oh, this is a really lots of old cars parked on blocks. Check this out, an old fire truck and a beautiful lady vaping. Here we have a Chambers, Goldfield Chamber of Commerce. Hello. Oh wow. What is this 4-story structure? Goldfield Hotel. Pray tell, when did it close? Wow, they had a 4-story Goldfield Hotel. Wow, this is, no really, I like this. This is really cool, but it's like visitor center. It's like a forgotten town. You know, somebody forgot to tell them that life moved on. But there was a diner. That's pretty much all you need. I didn't see any grocery stores. Oh, post office. All right. If there's a post office, this is legit. Goldfield, and we have a Goldfield library with a 1930 F truck parked in the front. Man. So yeah, this again, if you are a A&W, but 26 miles ahead, but I'm not going to a US based A&W anymore. So 40 clicks, 25 miles to my stop. Tonopah, 26 miles. Junction US 6, 67. Actually, that's what I have to take. So the next highway after this one will be 6 east. And then they're sending me on a 3-digit highway, like 367 or something like that. I'll show you that one if I still have the battery juice.